There are several styles in tattooing what are now very hot. That is for females. It's called lace. That is a little bit like you have panties or small hoses on or bras. You know, there's lace on it. They let it tattoo and mix it with other styles, with flowers or birds or whatever. Another style is watercolor. That is how do you call it? It's very thin, no lines, and most of the time it's basic in animals, and they are very bright and pastel-like colors. Very bright and very light colors. It's very feminine. Another style is very rough. That calls polka trash. It's from the Balkan. It's originated, and it's a mix between very strong lines, so black, red, and text in between who support the lines. And most of the time it's also combined with portraits that are not really realistic but are very black and rough lines. So those three styles are hot at this moment.
For girls, mostly the feathers, flying birds, infinity signs, the lankers, dream catchers, and for guys, most of them want an eye on the inside of the arm or a clock with roses.
Graphic style, a lot of watercolor tattoos, you see a lot of them. But also very much realistic work.
People love feathers at the moment, dream catchers. They love script, but you shouldn't be too influenced by the fashion when you pick your tattoo because you're going to wear it for a long time, longer than the trend will last.
I think a lot of graphic tattoos are coming in spotlight, and I think every tattoo has its own place, and if you want something, people will still get it no matter what style it is, but I think the graphic and a lot of watercolor stuff is pretty popular.
The most popular style we do is Chicano. A lot of shadings. People are crazy about shading. So Chicano or old statue styles, Latin and Roman styles. You see that a lot now.
What is not done nowadays is, of course, the ones they put on the back of the side, just above the buttocks, and facial tattoos. We think that's not done, not now, not nowadays. And the rest, well, whatever you like, it's allowed.
Upside down tattoos. Yeah. So people want them to read them themselves, so it's good for them and upside down for the rest of the world.
Yeah, I think tribal tattoos are very much in the past. I don't like them at all anymore. There are some tribal tattoos that are still hip, but no, they are very old school.
I don't get asked for stars anymore. Like 5 years ago I did stars every day, and now the demand for it stopped suddenly, really.
Maybe the tramp stamp?
I think the tribal style is a little bit gone now. I've been tattooing for 15 years and I've been doing tribals then 5 years or something like that. And you see that people that got tribals, they want to do tattoos behind them, you know, like Mexican style or Latin style or whatever.
organizing a tattoo convention in Holland that's called the Dutch Ladies Tattoo Convention. And that is only ladies artists and no male artists. So, and the difference between, it's not so very different. Only the females, they have got more feeling for the nature, like flowers, like birds, like soft lines, and the male artists are more into old school, new school, comics, the polka thread, for instance. So there is a little, it's not really balanced, but there is a little difference. It depends on how you position yourself in life. If you are a hardcore girl, then you put hardcore tattoos.
Yeah, women are more for the fine work, but I know a lot of men tattooers that also can do a lot of fine work. So, but with women, you see it more. You see it more. Fine work, more colors, small tattoos. You see that more with women tattoo artists than with men. Men wants to do more big tattoos and tough tattoos and gangster tattoos.
I don't really think so. No. I mean, you see, there's everybody who works hard will have a certain amount of success. I think it doesn't depend on the gender. No.
I think maybe a little bit, but I got a shop. We got 3 tattoo artists, 1 girl, 2 guys, and we all got a little bit the same style because we like fine line artists and shadings, soft shadings. But I think, maybe with flowers and things like that, that girls like it more than we do. But I like the macabre shit, the death and things like that. And girls like the flowers, so we tend to give the artist a free hand. So you do that, we do that.
The popularity of tattoos nowadays, that is because of, and that's for over a few years, 5-6 years, is that the mainstream in society, like bands, like football players, like people who are doing interviews, radio man, like all those celebrities, they are getting tattoos, and now they dare to show it in what kind of form. And they are the examples for the younger people now. So they want to look like a football player. So they get, for instance, they get text on the elbow, and they get text on the chest, and that's what that is what they copy from celebrities like football players, like musicians, singer-songwriters. Well, name it. Everything what was not done 10 years ago. Well, young people try to copy it.
It's more accepted nowadays. More and more, it keeps coming.
Employers accept more tattoos at the job, and you see it on television, in magazines. So football players. Movie stars. You see a lot of famous people with tattoos, so it's more normal.
The big part is like through celebrities, like musicians, like actors. Yeah, it's more accepted in the public. Yeah, so, and of course it's like the standard, like the quality of tattooing is now higher than ever before. There's more possibilities. You can get any design, you can get a tattoo. And you're not limited anymore.
I think people always wanted to get a tattoo, but now it's more acceptable. So people always like this, they are making the step now, I think.
I don't know, I think it's something changed, when you see the football culture, everybody got tattoos, I think the whole taboo is gone. So it's normal, beliefs and religion always tended to put it away, but now it broke through, or whatever, you know, and everybody gets tattoos. So the taboo is gone. That's it.
Well, you ask me if it's a lifestyle having tattoo, smaller tattoos or full bodysuit tattoos. It depends on what you do in life. If you go, for instance, because of your job you can cover it, but you're not going out showing your tattoos and say, well, look how tough I am. No, it's not a lifestyle in that part. If you are working into the tattoo business, then it becomes a lifestyle being tattooed. Because you can't do anything else. Then it's also allowed to tattoo your hands, to tattoo your face, and do visible parts of your body and having tattoos on that. Then you are part of the lifestyle people. If you are doing that not and you keep it covered, everything, then you're one of the white collar society, call it that way. So you can get any job you like, and then you're not a lifestyle. Unless you have two personalities. Then you can call the one your job and the one your lifestyle. So that's very interesting about tattooing, because you never know if your neighbor is tattooed.
Sure, yeah. 24/7.
It's a way of life. It's a way of life. It's not a job from 9 to 5. It's a way of life. When I wake up, I'm thinking about my job. When I'm going to bed, I'm still thinking about my job. When I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm thinking about my job, pulling my hairs out my head, you know. And yeah, that's the spirit you gotta need to tattoo.
For some people, yes, but everybody's different. Like, I know people who are just working hard and drawing all day long, and other people like do a couple of tattoos and go partying and drinking. So it depends on what you make of it.
Yes, I think so. When you're going home, you don't forget about it. You still have to draw and do things. So I think it's a bit of a lifestyle.
I don't think so. I think a lifestyle, it depends, you know, because it's popular. Some hipster people like to think it's a tattoo style, or I don't know. I think if you want a tattoo, take a tattoo. It's not because you have to live by a code or something. So no.
For a new trend for the future. What now is upcoming, because the females are getting more and more tattooed nowadays. For the male, it's just getting pictures and getting tattooed with a theme or without a theme. For girls, they are more busy with their body. And what's now upcoming is that they put the tattoos not above the breast, not on the buttocks, but under the breast. And that is something that we see upcoming now. And furthermore, maybe they do more with flowers, or, you know, make it more romantic. It is possible that there is a romantic wave coming up among mostly female, how you call it, bearers of tattoos. That is what I think is coming up. Furthermore, it's only exciting what is coming. I don't know.
I think there comes more and more realistic work. Realistic work, you see it everywhere. And they pop up as mushrooms. And yeah, a lot of portraits, horror style, but also realistic. That's the hype of now.
Yeah, what I said, I think the graphic tattoos and dot work is getting more popular. Yeah.
Tattooing is a little bit trendy, so a lot of people are doing the same thing. So I was always trying to do designs, making designs and making it different. Because something like infinity signs or shit like that, you know, people see it on the internet and they all want to do it. So I'll try to make a twist and a little bit. But nowadays everybody looks on the internet for designs, and you know. In the old days, you got start to flash designs, and that's what it was. But now you got internet, so everybody got new ideas. But you always see trends every 5 years, like stars or things like that, you know.
My favorite style is ancient, is Maori. I have a full back piece Maori tattooed. And that is my style, and that is because it is timeless. It has a meaning, it's personal, and it is timeless. It has lines. People can watch it and see every time something different. If you look at the lion head, or if you look at the head of Freddy Krueger, then you see Freddy Krueger. If it's now or 10 years later, it's all the same. If you look at a Maori tattoo or a Polynesian tattoo, then every time you look closely to the tattoo, it looks different. You see something else, and everything has a meaning in it. If you do it right, then everything has a meaning. So that's my favorite style. And what I find very interesting is Japanese, because there's also a lot of insight. But if you have, for instance, a Suidaken, a warrior, or you have a koi carp, then it remains a koi carp for all time, and it's not going to change.
Black and grey, new traditional.
I got different styles. I'm a tattoo artist, and we're not the best example for customers, you know, because we always advise the customer to have one style, but tattoo artists have different styles. My favorite tattoo is one on my back. It's a portrait of my daughter. That's my favorite tattoo.
Yeah, I love traditional style tattooing, like Western traditional style, but I also like black and grey tattoos, so it's a mix of everything. Yeah.
I like everything. I can choose.
It changes every time, because the tattoos I got like 10 years ago, I don't regret them, but if I see the style now, I would have done it differently. So it changes all the time.
Dan kan je een beetje bewegen.
This one is my favorite tattoo. I got it 10 years ago from Chris Detmer from Hamburg, and it turned me on to traditional type tattooing, so it's my favorite one.
I just got this one. By Thomas from Holland too.
We are a very open shop, so if you come in, we always try to advise you and not to tattoo at once, you know, just think about it, look at what you really want, and don't follow the trends. Don't do something because everybody got it, you know. You can design and we can talk with people, and we can come to something really good.